for FCGoa, but for Indian football also. But obviously, finally we are 11 against 11 to win the game.
Sandesh, your thoughts on the game?
Firstly, good afternoon, everyone. And whatever the coach said, copy paste that. That's what I feel also. Just want to get on the next and that's what really my thoughts are. I'm just waiting for the game to come and so as all my teammates for the game to arrive and then to have a good game as a team. That's it.
Right, we'll throw the floor open for questions. I request the first few questions for Sandesh. So, if any questions.
Is this any other match for you as far as preparations are concerned? Do you prepare differently for a team like Nassr with so many great players?
I think for every game you play domestically and with the national team, the preparation is different. Because each team plays a different system, you have different players, so whether in the first I'm playing someone ranked 170 in the world, or if I'm playing Nassr, I put a lot of effort in preparation. And when the team is of Nassr stature, of course they have a lot of players you need to study, patterns, which our staff, coaching staff has made us aware. And I enjoy preparing a lot, but personally I enjoy preparing a lot. But these games have got a few extra minutes, a few extra dates to watch, and yeah, that's pretty much.
We'll take the next question.
Sandesh, after the injury you are playing with the mask, so how it is difficult to...
Of course it's different. Anything you put on your body, which is not the usual thing, you know, it's gonna have its pros and cons. The benefit of it, wearing is that I protect my cheekbone from breaking again. The cons is, of course, sometimes you feel too hot in that mask, the sweat gets stuck here and there. But like I said, everything you put something new on your body is going to have its effects. And as a professional athlete, we have to look beyond those excuses. Professional athlete, no matter what's going on in your personal life or whatever's going on your face here and there, you have to make sure you give your best performance and try to help the team as much as you can.
Next question.
Sandesh, a lot of players within FCGoa team, they idolize Cristiano. The fact that he's not here,
I can't speak on behalf of all the players, but at least for me, of course you would have enjoyed it, you would have come, you want to play against one of the greats of all time. But when the game starts, I think it's more of a story to tell later on that I played against him. The game is on, do your job the best way possible. In my case, is to keep a clean sheet. And then it just goes away in your mind, you just want to get the points in the game. And like I said, it's more about telling 20 years down the line I played against him. It's one of those things. If it's not going to happen, it's okay. They still have a very strong side. And this game is, of course, largely covered on our well, and we want to pick up points and try to do our best in the last game to go from the group to the next stage in the knockout.
We'll take one more question for Sandesh.
Hi, Cicero Silva from Hydro. Sandesh, there's been a lot of media hype behind this game, and for the domestic players in the team, this is like a defining moment because they'll be playing against some great players. So
the boss can answer that best. Make sure we all focus only on the game. And also as athletes, we know that it's never play the occasion, always play the game. And I think all of us kind of know it. And that's it. We are quite level in the team, and we just trying to focus on doing our job in the best way possible.
Okay, we'll move on to questions for the coach. If you have any questions, he's over here.
Coach, given that your opponents have mentality of players in terms of the preparations.
Yeah, obviously, if you don't enter in the pitch with a good mentality, it's better stay at home. Obviously, they are a great team, they are a big team, but you cannot enter in the pitch already losing 1-0. You need to enter in the pitch with a strong mentality, we know the kind of players that we face tomorrow. But it's a great step about this, no? I would like to be in one press conference every game. We are in ISL, we are maybe with 2 journalists in one, after one game, maybe one. Then this is like, I think the Indian football, FCGoa of course, but Indian football needs this kind of games.
Next question, if we see a raise of hands. If there's any questions, please.
Coach, FCGoa have had some performances away against Istiklal, 2 matches, no points, no goal. Do you think this is maybe not the best time to take on Al Nassr? Or how do you look at the situation right now in the group?
I think, I don't know if I told you or not before, no? But I think that there is one game that is, we need to play preliminary round. And we beat one very good team, very, very good team. If we don't, with 8-9, if you don't win this game, we wouldn't be here. When we beat them, now we are facing, this is football in all the world. Now why we don't score 1 goal? Now why we don't win 1 game? But this is always the life of football, no? We will face the schedule is the schedule, the fixture is the fixture. Yes. Then now we played a good game against Al Zawra, it's true. I feel that they won because more experience than us. And it was not a very bad game. Now we faced this game against Al Nassr with a hope that we will enter in the pitch and we will have a good performance. I hope that everyone can enjoy. I hope a full stadium. Then should be a good game. It's never a good moment to play against a strong team. Never is a good moment. Even when you are in your best moment, it's not a good moment for everybody in this case.
Next question, yes sir.
Coach, tomorrow you are playing only the 4th competitive game. So your thought on that?
This one practically I replied before. For the competitive game, yes. The only thing that another big difference is that they are playing every week. They are playing every week, and they have even in the FIFA windows they have some international players, because everyone is speaking about the foreigners, but don't forget that they qualified last week with Saudi, with I don't know how many players from Al Nassr in the national team also. Then they are playing constantly. We have 3 months, 3 games. This is the reality. Then competitive game, we will enter in the pitch and we will do our job. And the only thing that we are focusing to do a good job, and our people, our supporters, we want that they are proud of our team.
Next question, yes.
This is a Gupta from the pitch. I want to know what your reaction is about Ronaldo not boarding that flight to India.
Doesn't matter my reaction. I think it's the decision of the coach. If I am Jorge Jesus, I think Cristiano is 40 years old, there is a World Cup in the future, he needs to arrive in the best conditions as possible. Then if I put it that maybe as a journalist you are not thinking of this, if you are in the position of the other coach, for me it's normal. Obviously, everyone here would like that Cristiano, a lot of good players in the squad, not only Cristiano Ronaldo. Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo is the most famous player, but not only foreigners and local players are top players in this team. They are, I think that they won they won every single game in the cup, in the league, in the Asian competition. both games. Then with and without Cristiano.
Right, we'll take 2 more questions. Here, please.
Hi, Coach. Coach, so Al Nassr have a very strong attack. How do you plan on showing them the defensive? What would be the game plan for tomorrow? Will you play a little bit more defensive, wait for counters?
I won't tell you.
But Coach, how do you see that?
You know, football is defense, attack, and transitions. And if we need to defend, we will defend. Even if we have the option to take the ball and go to the not only counter-attack and keep the ball, we will try to do it. You never know. Sometimes it's the opponent who allow you to do this kind of things. If we have the option to one good counter-attack, we will try. But in set pieces, you never know. But it's not about obviously that Sandesh told you some minutes ago. There are some things that we prepare different because it's not the same thing that when you face one ISL team.
The last question, yes.
Coach, given the team you will be playing, most people think that the result is already decided, but you have a knack of pulling things out of your hat. If there was one thing that you would want to go right for you tomorrow, what would that be?
Every time I'm more difficult than it's out the best thing would be to win the game. Yes, and if you can play good football. But finally, it's about it's not only enjoy the party and enter the pitch only to let's see if I get the jersey after the game. No, that we want to be very good for us. And competitive doesn't mean lose 4-0. Competitive means that we can fight for something during the game. But again, we know the kind of team that we play tomorrow.
So we come to the end of the press conference, and thank you, Coach. Thank you, Sandesh. I'll just request both of you.
Com muito orgulho que eu, como treinador português, venho jogar a Goa. A história portuguesa tem uma história muito bonita em Goa e portanto, lembrando dos meus antepassados, tenho muito orgulho de estar aqui. Quanto ao jogo, é um jogo que nós queremos ganhar, como tem sido normal nos outros jogos, para estarmos mais melhores termos para o nosso rival.
We'll start with the 2 rounds of translation, please.
With a big pride, as a Portuguese coach, I come here to Goa. You know that Portugal has a history in this city and a very beautiful story. About the match, we come here to win. And we are very near to qualify.
We'll move on to a question for Sultan. Please share your thoughts about tomorrow's game.
السلام عليكم، مساء الخير.
Good evening, everyone.
نشكر الاستضافة والحضور.
I thank you for accepting us here. We enjoy the tomorrow match.
وإن شاء الله نحقق فيها الانتصار.
And we hope that we will win.
شكرا.
Thank you.
Okay, now we'll throw the floor open for questions. First 5 minutes, we'll take questions for Sultan before we move on to questions for the coach. If you have any questions, please raise your hands. Yes, sir. Please pass the number. If the question is in Arabic, please translate.
Of course, of course.
السلام عليكم، واحد من الهديك صحيح الاقتصادية. سؤالي موجه للسيد المدرب السيد حسن. الجماهير تساءلت هل سيشارك رونالدو في دوري
when Cristiano will participate in the Asian Cup.
We are first taking questions for Sultan for the
أول
first
شيء
5
أسئلة
minutes.
السلطان بعدين.
Please come later.
Ok, sim. Ok, Alex, olá. Cris é um jogador fora da órbita do que é a paixão que todo mundo tem por ele e, portanto, nos jogos nós jogamos só porque nós temos que o reservar fisicamente e por isso é que ele não vem mais a maioria das vezes aos jogos fora da Arábia Saudita. Todos os países onde nós vamos jogar, no caso da Índia, Goa, Iraque, sei lá, Hong Kong, onde ele foi, é normal todos quererem a presença dele, mas há outros interesses mais altos que se levantam. E, portanto, nós achamos que o melhor é ele ficar na Arábia Saudita para disputar os jogos também da Champions e os jogos do nosso campeonato.
بالنسبه لكريستيانو لاعب الجميع مغرم بكريستيانو يعني عنده كثير نحن في المباريات خارج المملكه العربيه السعوديه قررنا نريح كريس.
And we decided to give him a rest a little bit when we play outside of Saudi Arabia.
محتاجين نحافظ عليه لياقيا.
Because we need to keep his physically, you know.
لا عارفين انه في العراق او في الهند او في هونغ كونج يعني الجميع يبغى يتصور معه وعنده شعبيه كبيره.
I know in Iraq, here in Hong Kong, he has a big popularity. Everybody want to make a photo with him. Everybody want to meet him.
الجميع مهتم فيه.
Everybody is interested in him.
خيرنا بقائه في
But we choose to keep him in Riyadh.
نشارك في المباريات.
And he participates.
Okay, we'll take 3 questions for Sultan first. Maybe you can translate that. Any questions for Sultan? Please raise your hand. Yes, sir. Okay.
سؤال للكابتن صفار الانهار، ماذا تعني الجماهير النصراويه للمباراه اليوم والمباراه المقبله؟ السؤال الثاني، ماذا تعني الجماهير النصراويه للمباراه اليوم؟
He asked Sultan what he promised to his fans.
السؤال الثاني للسيد كيسوس.
And the second question is for coach.
كيف سيتعامل السيد كيسوس مع ضغط المباريات خصوصا اذا علمنا
How he will deal with the the pressure of the matches in the short period.
خصوصا اذا علمنا ان الفريق يفوز 4 مباريات في 3 مسابقات في 3 مسابقات مختلفه يفوز 4 مباريات مهمه في 3 مسابقات خلال 11 يوم.
He has in 16 days 4 matches very important in 3 different competitions. Good evening. We promise you to continue winning and achievement and you know.
Nós temos uma experiência de lidar com jogar os jogos de 2 em 2 dias, 3 em 3 dias. Não é um problema. Portanto, nós sabemos gerir a equipa e é isso que vamos continuar a fazer. E amanhã vamos fazer isso com alguns jogadores.
بيقول بالنسبه لنا عندنا خبره كبيره لاداره المباريات اليومين بعد يومين مباراه 3 ايام بعد 2 مباراه.
About us, we have a lot of experience to manage matches. You know, every 2 days, 1 or 2 matches, 3 days. You know, we have enough experience to manage.
بالنسبه للشيء هذا معنا
So for us, and this is what we are going to do tomorrow. Some players, you know, we are settling.
Next question, maybe we can see some hands from this side. Yes, sir. Please wait for the mic.
Yeah. Cicero Silva from Hydro. Sultan, you're one of the most experienced players in the squad, and given that there has been a lot of media attention for this game, and it's a new conditions, what is your message for the squad?
أكثر اللاعبين خبرة تجذب الإعلام والاهتمام الإعلامي فشو رسالتك بالنسبة للمباراة؟
إن شاء الله راح يستمتع جمهور عندي في هذه المباراة.
I'm sure that Indian fans they will be enjoying more.
معروف مين معروف بكرة القدم؟
I think India is not very popular with football.
لكن راح يستمتع بكرة القدم.
But everybody will enjoy more with Nassr.
Okay, next question. If we can see some laser points. Yeah.
So, first of all, welcome to Goa. And as a right back, how do you find sit in tomorrow's position? I mean, like, coach always tries to play a little more attacking. And do you like playing more of attacking as a right back or as a more defensive role for the team?
أكيد هذا شيء يخص المدرب.
Of course, this is a decision of coach.
يبغاني أهاجم
If
يبغاني
he want me participate more offensively,
دائما تلعب نادي كبير.
We are big team.
دائما تكون في الهجوم.
So big teams always think offensively.
راح أكون إن شاء الله راح أهاجم كثير وراح
I think that I will participate more offensively too.
Like, we'll take 3 more questions. If we can see some raise of hands. Any other questions? Okay, if there are no questions, okay, we have one question.
Hi Sultan, this is Sean from Pixel Sports. You have been part of the team for a long time, long before the European superstars team. So, what has been the what can I say? The impact of the European superstars on the team?
The hearing is very, you know, the echo of sound. هذا السؤال؟ لا شو تأثير اللاعبين الأوروبيين على في الدوري؟ ما تأثير اللاعبين الأوروبيين على في الدوري؟
أكيد تأثير كبير.
Of course, there is a big impact.
الحين الدوري السعودي صار من أقوى الدوريات في العالم.
Now Saudi League is one of the strongest among the world.
وراح تتطور الكرة السعودية.
And Saudi football is developing.
Okay. Any other questions? If okay, second last question. Second last question. 3 questions. Yeah.
Can you tell us what you know about FCGoa before the draw and after the draw, when you're grouped in FCGoa, what you know about the team?
For whom is
Coach for coach.
شو يعرف عن تاريخ هو قبل ما ماذا يعرف؟
Já tive a oportunidade, na minha primeira introdução, de falar um pouco da história dos portugueses em Goa. Tive a oportunidade, quando era adolescente, na escola, me ensinar que tivemos um grande homem que conquistou, na altura, o mundo, chamado Vasco da Gama, que foi um dos homens que chegou a Goa com o nome e com a bandeira de Portugal. Portanto, sei a história como português. Tenho orgulho no meu ano passado e sinto muito feliz de hoje e amanhã poder fazer um jogo em Goa.
In the beginning, I had the opportunity and spoke about the history of Goa with Portugal. I remember when I was young in school, they taught us. They taught us that Vasco da Gama, one of the great men during history, he discovered Goa for the European. And I'm so happy to be here representing Portugal and leading a match here against Goa.
The last question, if we can see some hands. Yes. Now,
Coach, good afternoon. This is Marcus from the Times of India. Everybody feels that Al Nassr are one of the strongest teams in the AFC. Everybody feels Al Nassr are one of the strongest teams in the AFC Champions League too. It is a team that is good enough to compete and even win the AFC League. How do you convince or motivate the players to give their best every time, especially when you face weaker teams?
Bom, nós, como equipa, ainda somos uma equipa que estamos a crescer, somos uma equipa que estamos a dar os primeiros passos e, portanto, temos muito ainda para aprender e a pouco vamos tentar que o Al Nassr, com a qualidade que tem individual dos seus jogadores, possam passar em todos os campos, não só na Arábia Saudita, mas também fora da Arábia Saudita, todo o seu valor, de forma que faça do Al Nassr um grande time.
We as a Nassr, we are improving very well in the next period. And we are still in the very first beginning steps. We still have a lot to improve. Nassr, with local and international players, has a very big, capacity. And we are improving day by day, working day by day. And Nassr will be proud.
Coach and Sultan, I'll request you both to stand up and pose for some photos with the ball, please.